Hi everyone, welcome back to Beyond Your Knowledge. Today we're going to be studying cardiac action potentials. So before I continue, I would like to share with you Philippians 4:13 and says that I can do all things through Christ, or I can do all things through Him who strengthens me, which is referring to Christ. Okay, so cardiac action potentials. So before we continue, I already mentioned that. So for the action potentials, we're going to see basically that there are two. One is called the pacemaker action potential. Okay, and then the other one, it is the non-pacemaker action potential. Okay, now how we can differentiate, we're going to open a new slide and we're going to see each of those. So since we're talking about two, let's just split this into half here. Okay, so let me start from the bottom. So you're going to see two, but all of those require something. So, and they require electrolyte. So what are those some electrolytes? So I'm going to put it here, sodium, for example. They require sodium, potassium. They require calcium. They require, that's it, sodium, potassium, calcium. Yeah, so those are, they require this, so they have this in common. Okay, but in the pacemaker action potential, each of those is going to be just one time. One of those is going to be just one time. Okay, but for the non-pacemaker action potential, that is sodium, which is going to be 1, potassium is going to be used 2, and then calcium is going to be used one time. Okay, so this is one time per each, and then this is per each. Got it? Yeah, so I mean, this is something that probably we need to remember, and now we can do it. So let's just see the pacemaker first. Okay, let's just see the pacemaker, and yeah, this is in the way, so let's just see this one, pacemaker action potential. We're going to we abbreviate action potential. Okay, and then there's the non-pacemaker action potential. Okay, so how we're going to draw this? So basically we need to have the numbers. Okay, yeah, so we're going to have the y-axis, to draw y-axis here, to draw y-axis here. So each of those y-axis has so we're gonna start with the -80, so until 0, so -60, -40, -20, and 0. Okay, so and then the other side is the same. Okay, So then this side is going to be the same too. Got it. So negative 80, negative 60, negative 40, negative 20, and 0. Actually, I said here negative 0. No, 0 never doesn't have charge. It's a neutral. Yeah, so 0. Whoops. Sorry. So and then yeah, so 0 because it's neutral. So we just do this here on the x-axis. Okay, how it's going to look like the pacemaker action potential. So you start approximately here in approximately negative 57, yeah, almost 60. You come here, oops, you come a little bit down, you go up, and then when you arrive to approximately negative 40, you go more straight until you reach your 0, and then you come down again, and then you will in negative 60 again. Okay, so and then it's going to have entering different electrolytes. So let's just see the electrolytes now. So which electrolyte do you remember that we mentioned here that has sodium, potassium, calcium, one for each phase? Yeah, so we have 4 phases, which is the phase 4, the phase 0, and the phase 3, 4 or 3. And then which one do you think that is going to come first? Yes, you're right, sodium. So in the phase 4, which one do you think comes second? Yeah, you're right, calcium. Phase 0. And then so they are moving in, sodium and calcium, but who is moving out of the cell in phase 3 is going to be, you're right, potassium. Well, this is how it looks like the pacemaker action potential. But what about if we go to the non-pacemaker action potential? The non-pacemaker action potential, so it's going to start below of negative 80. Okay, so start like this. There we go. Then you go straight, just continue straight with the super straight until you reach above or 0. You start to come down. Okay, start to come down. Then you are in the 0. And then you come more. Like when you go to Disney or fair or something like this. Yes, there we go. Or to water park, they have some of those 90 degrees. Just deep. Yeah. So phases. Let's just face them in phases. So this one is easy to remember. At the baseline, you're going to have the phase 4. So 4 here and 4 here. Okay. So then you start to go 90 degrees in the phase 0. Then you reach your phase 1. Then you have your phase 2. And then you have your phase 3 coming down. Okay. So you're going to have, I'm going to just put who is coming in, and then you will determine the electrolytes. So this is coming in phase 0. In phase 1 is coming out. In phase 3 is coming in. In phase 2 is coming in, and in phase 3 is coming out. So it is to remember. So phase 0 is coming in, and what was the first one that was coming in the phase 4 in the pacemaker? Yes, you're right, it's sodium. Now who is coming out of the cell by default is going to be potassium. So phase 1 is going to be potassium. Who is coming in now is going to be calcium, and then who is coming out of the cell again is going to be potassium. Got it? Yeah, potassium. And yeah, and then you enter into the phase 4. Well, this is all about. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you all. God bless.